Please, carry your negativity off my page. Carry your negativity, this your two leg, cross leg, off my page. What's happen? Bobrisky tomorrow. If not Bobrisky next tomorrow. See, we have so many celebrities in Nigeria. Talk about them. Don't leave Bobrisky for 1 month. I beg you, bloggers. Bobrisky. What do you want to give me BP? Shoo, Sophia.
Dr. Kemi Lawrence, it's Wednesday, the 16th of October, 2024. Let's talk about Bobrisky and Falz. This new development has gone into a different dimension. We have Sahara reporters reporting that Nigerian rapper Falz, the bad guy, is giving Bobrisky 12 hours to apologize and retract the defamatory claim to secure presidential pardon with 10 million naira. Now, gathered that Bobrisky is a liar, this is a reverse psychology mode to fool Nigerians. You see, this apology that Falz is asking Bobrisky was all planned by Femi Falan and Falz himself and Bobrisky. Number one, when this audio that VDM released came out, Bobrisky replied VDM and said it was AI. Unfortunately, Falz fucked up by replying VDM saying that I did not contact Bobrisky, he contacted me. So that established the fact that the audio was not AI. So it's a real audio. Now, everyone has heard the audio and the part 2. Is it part 1A, 1B? But we've heard the second part, which clearly shows that a presidential pardon was on the way for Bobrisky and money for dropping money laundering charges. At the end of the day, Nigerians should not believe the fact that the EFCC sent a statement out that Bobrisky's money laundering charges were dropped without money exchanging hands. That's not true. According to the audio, which is what we're going by, he was looking for money to bribe them. And then, of course, the prison, which didn't happen. And then the prison came and made a fool out of themselves. Now Falz is playing reverse psychology with you, Falz and his father, to try and make you look like you're fools and that Bobrisky is the one that needs to actually apologize and retract that. Because they've seen my video telling you that Bobrisky was actually asking for the 10 million for his godfather. Okay? For his godfather, okay, to help him facilitate a presidential pardon with a sand. Do you understand what I just said? Because I've confused you. Bobrisky was looking for 10 million, okay, to get a presidential pardon. Bobrisky was looking for 15 million to get money laundering charges dropped. A lot of money went through here. So let's go with this 10 million. A presidential pardon was being sought, and his son was going to get it. Okay, who is Bobrisky's godfather? Couldn't that godfather pay for that? That's because the godfather was Femi Falan, if you get what I'm, saying. Femi Falan can try to sue me. He wouldn't dare. He can only use people to intimidate me because that's all he's done during the Oromani case and during the Ribadu case. So don't believe this bullshit, okay? You're supposed to tell Bobrisky to show up at the National Assembly, but Femi Falana told Bobrisky not to go. He was the one advising Bobrisky. He even told Bobrisky not to post on Instagram at one point. But at the end of the day, we remember what Bobrisky wrote. Nurse Titi, your patient is out again. Referring to VDM when VDM played the second audio. Falz, you're not asking for no damn apology. You don't need no damn apology. Okay? You all did this stuff and you need to get it together. Now you're telling VDM to take the defamatory videos down when we've distributed it to everybody. We are telling people to post it everywhere. Your public image is ruined. You cannot fix it by telling him to put it down. It's everywhere on the internet. VDM has 400 fake pages, which doesn't even belong to him, which all his fans put out there. I counted 400 pages on Facebook. I have not counted TikTok and Instagram. You guys cannot fix anything because you're part of the corrupt, dirty Nigeria. And you were caught in the act. And some of these audios have touched the journalists' hands. And all these journalists are out of the country. I've heard some of them. You don't even know what's coming. VDM is not telling you nothing. You want Bobrisky to apologize, then a new audio will come out. You're all fucked up. What you're supposed to be doing is drop your fucking charges on VDM, okay, and just confess, okay, that Bobrisky wanted a presidential pardon. He called you, we verified your voice with Bobrisky's voice, and also the whole prison stuff. You all had knowledge of this stuff. Okay, so don't fool Nigerians. That's what I have to say to you, Falz.
I'm making a same problem. See this video what they do now, an apology video to Bobrisky. Bobrisky, my brother, sorry, Bobrisky, my sister. I did very sorry, you understand? For the time so I don't come out and talk about you understand? Mommy of Lagos, please forgive me. For the time we I don't come out and they say, you do low social, say carry your money, go do BBL, say thunder go fire your nyash and all those kind of things, you understand? Bobrisky, I did very sorry, you understand? The reason why they apologize to you now because I want tap into your grace. Bobrisky, you carry grace. You carry oil for head, you understand? For Nigeria, I don't see who carry grace past you. Bobrisky, please forgive me and I want to know the God way they serve. I want to follow the serve the same God because if you like say all of us we need to serve the same God, you understand? Bobrisky, you carry your mouth different person character, you understand? Your voice note leak where you talk say you know go prison, say them put you for a hotel, put people be say them they massage your local socials and everything. Bobrisky talk say you pay Falan family 10 million, abi 15 million, you understand? Make them come out your name for whatever, you understand? All these things you talk, you know if you deny say no be your voice, no be that. Nobody feel hold you, nobody feel touch you, nobody feel do anything. You there for your house, they drink garri, then they massage your BBA, they massage your local socials, you understand? They take care of your body, you understand? Nobody feel touch you. Instead, then they press the person neck where they release the tape. They don't even, in fact, they never even hold, court case never even hold it. They don't give the person order, say come, say make the person delete all the video when do you understand? So I said they even charge the person extra 500 million. Bobrisky, which God did they serve? Because I'm not sure that the same God did they serve. Bobrisky, please, I want to fall under your anointing. I want to fall under your grace. I beg, connect me. I'm a seriously like here. Say court don't order very dark man. Say make him not talk about Falana family again. And make him delete all the video when not take the fame their character. Say make him delete all the video. And then they say allegedly. Say that say make him pay 500 million naira for defamation of character. You understand? See, as I see that news, and now no say power pass powder. You understand? They never even do court sitting. No, they never do court sitting. No, court don't give an order. You understand? See, Bobrisky, your grace. They say nobody. See, they never mention Bobrisky name for this. They never say come answer this tape. Now you plan. They never call and that say come prove this thing. No, nobody feel near him. You understand? Right now, Bobrisky they has and they do makeup for him. 17 makeup artists they make up in face. You understand? Then they treat it. You know not say the baby in BBL the local socials in do for the left. Now from the left hand they collect flesh. You understand? Take proof for the nyash. You understand? Then they massage that place. They treat it now. Nothing not happen to that woman. Nothing not happen to that man. Nothing not happen to that woman. Man, you understand? Everybody they fear to talk to them. Everybody. Now so then they pet them. I don't know what as a mommy of Lagos. Now him they take care of all of them their life. You understand? And they don't do anything. Instead the person expose the thing. Says in the press very dark man neck. Then the press and very dark man you go to choke. I'm seriously. She better tell them I want to behave like Bobrisky. I want to dress like Bobrisky. I want to behave like mommy of Lagos. You understand? Some people as I talk that thing, I say some people begin beg me. Me no do. Even my wife they beg me. Now nobody feel beg me again. Make una no beg me. I don't buy my equipment from tomorrow. From tomorrow when I go see Bobrisky of UK, Bobrisky of international UK. You understand? Timi Lala, Timi the sexy mugu. But I call boy when I go see my dressing. I go dress like Bobrisky. Go work. You understand? That grace. Make I know what that grace. That grace. If I like, make I know. If you be man for Nigeria, they suffer. You better join me now. Join me. Go and buy your material. Go and buy your wig. Buy everything. Highest thing. You don't need to do anything. Just come for internet. They do. Talk to my fingers. Come on, mommy of Lagos. Duh. If I say Oshe, say baddest. Oshe baddest. Oshe baddest. Finish. That the only work Bobrisky get. Bobrisky no get work. Now the only thing they do when they get connection. Power no be powder. Very dark man. They not show you say power pass power. You understand? I'm seriously Bobrisky. I dedicate this song to you so that you go consider me. Put me under your umbrella as your daughter. You understand? As the first daughter of Lagos. I be London. You understand? Consider me Bobrisky as I dedicate this song to you. I go put out your singer so that I go no say truly I dey very sorry for the thing so I don't talk about you. Talo dabure, talo dabu dabu, talo dabure oh. Emi oloshi alagbara láyé. Talo dabure, Olúwa. Talo dabure, talo dabu dabu, talo dabure oh. Emi oloshi alagbara láyé. Talo dabure, Olúwa. Very dark man, I go advise you start to dress like woman. Begin behave like Bobrisky so that grace go jam grace for center. You understand? Make no fire on too.
Court fines VDM 500 million. Blogs. Breaking news. VDM starts an NGO. Blogs. Breaking news. VDM even came online to make known the amount people were contributing. Even went as far as saying people contributed 50 naira, 100 naira. Blogs. Nigerians. Where do they award damages in one sitting? 500 million. Just first time in court. For those of you, layman term, 500 million straight. They'll go ahead to award damages. Lawyers will not argue out their cases. Nigerian blogs. Now what for now? All the court said is for VDM to take out all defamatory videos on his platforms and never to post defamatory videos about Femi Falana. They never say don't talk about Femi Falana. So long as it's not defamatory, anybody can say anything. But respectfully, VDM desist from that. But Nigerian blogs, without verifying, without checking any source, now conclude the 500 million won post for all on our platforms. Now what for now? Nigerians. He started an NGO. You people do not make it breaking news. But the moment stories came about fine, breaking news, entire blogs, even when they post VDM before post them, instantly. Now what for now? Die. Wisdom. Now people where they buy the rumors quickly from honor. Now they might be pity. People who know be investigate things themselves. More wisdom again.
Okay, guys, I really don't know what's going on now. As of 7 p.m. this evening, I checked the account, this NGO account. I see 70 million inside. If you remember, early morning, I post. Do you understand? I post over 66 million. How much I post in the morning? I see 70 million as of 7:42 p.m. I was just pressing my phone now. I opened the account. I saw 172 million naira. Now, I panic because I realize I'm still confused. Please, any bank, I beg, Mona try do check again. I don't know how this money came into my account, right? People should do a check. Do you understand? I'm trying to check the payments to know how it became 170 million and now it's now 172 million naira. I don't know who sent this kind of money, right? Or maybe it's a glitch or anything. Mona fix on this thing. And just in case, maybe somebody mistakenly sends excess money. Do you understand? Maybe a mistake you do. Still reach out a beg. Send me a DM. Say now you send out a mistake. Make we tell the bank when they refund you. Because this money where we say, just na. They see 70 million naira. So 742. And only for me to check now. They see 172 million naira. I beg. Hope say, Cause when I don't they plan me, I beg, Nigerians, I don't see, man, not there. Money went there like this. The last time I checked was 7 something. Do you understand? And it was 70 million. And now by 10 p.m. on the dot, I'm seeing 172 million naira. See and there, I beg. Zenith Bank, I beg, Mona cross check, I no deal. And also, I know say when I want to hear this 500 to 200, I don't mind. You understand? The account number is still there. 13136790008 Zenith Bank. Martin Vincent Hotel Initiative. Do you understand? So when they discover say no be the money, may they carry on. I don't want for the ways that he set me up, man, all day. And just in case a person send the money, finally, if you discover say true, they send that money and I no receive the big alert. I beg, whoever send that money, I won't know you. It means saying over 100 million and you send, come the accounts. I dey fear, I beg, I dey fear. No verse, I dey fear, I beg. No be say I be mumu, I dey fear because you can never know. If I no talk now, maybe the thing come turn and that they'll come say you did not say it. That means it's part of the crime. I beg. I know they do money laundry. I don't do fraud. I don't do anything. I dey beg una. Thank you very much. Zenith Bank, I beg. Tomorrow morning, I beg. Thank you. Peace and love. Don't play.
Very dark man. No fear. 21 years ago, when you are like 9 years old, these same people fought my brother. He was a young governor at the time. They fought him. They declared state of emergency in Ekiti. He was working for his people, but because of his stand, they said, this guy, you are rebellious. We must remove you. He was removed by a kangaroo state of emergency. But he was able to lock up President Tinubu, Oshoba, Niyi Adebayo, and others for 2 days in. We contested with Femi Falan, Falz father. He lost distant fourths. He came fourth. He was angry that how can someone like Fayose defeat me with all I've done for Nigeria? But he was defeated because the people said, no, now Fayose we want. This same Fayose that loves Tinubu now, he has detained Tinubu before, house arrest for 2 days. Fact check me. Very dark man, don't lose hope. Be strong, because young shall grow and old shall buy and retire. It is our time.
Good evening, Nigerians. This is Dr. Kemi. Earlier tonight, I made a video about VDM and the 500 million naira judgment. A bunch of you came on my Instagram and said that Instablog reported it wrong and it was fake news. And I said, I don't want to hear anything about fake news. Okay, I've been a journalist 3 decades, I've retired, and I really don't read the news in Nigeria anymore. However, this information did not come from Instablog. I didn't read Instablog. I read it on VDM's page. And then I went to other pages and I saw it everywhere. Going on Google, okay, what I found on Google was even more disturbing. If you go on Google VDM, you'll see stories filtering out of Nigerian newspapers today about a court order that told VDM that he needs to remove the defamatory videos and posts that he made about Falan and the Sun, and he also needs to stop talking about them. That's a gag order. That's not acceptable in Nigerian society and the Constitution. We have constitutional rights. You may be the next victim of these people. They're trying to silence our voices. As a journalist, I have fled the country. Many of you haven't fled. If you talk, they'll kill you. At the end of the day, this is silencing voices and it shouldn't be tolerated. Nigeria has one of the worst bar associations in the world. The Nigerian Bar Association is highly corrupt. I repeat, the Nigerian Bar Association is highly corrupt and is one of the most corrupt bar associations in the world. Judges are bribed constantly. Okay, they receive bribes, they receive perks, kickbacks, name it. They get away with it because we don't have a civilized society. We have a lawless society. And what I want to tell you about this case right now is they're asking him to take down posts and not talk about them because they're legal luminaries and they're powerful. No, we are more powerful. The power belongs to the people. And apart from that, the people have social media. Social media spoke for us in so many activism causes in Nigeria. Social media is bigger than the Falanos. They're nobodies when it comes to social media. Okay, they're nothing but LCFs. Okay, LCFs are liars, cheats, and frauds. They eat from both sides. They talk on both sides of their mouth. The Falanos are not responsible. Mr. Falana needs to tell us who Bobrisky's godfather is. He also needs to tell us whether he was the one that's going to get the presidential pardon for Bobrisky for money laundering and every other thing Bobrisky has done. And he also needs to tell us whether he was the one that told Bobrisky to stay at home and don't go to the National Assembly. VDM showed up at the National Assembly. He testified. So did the prison officials and so did the EFCC. Where was Bobrisky? Because Falana gave him advice not to go. Nobody's going to fuck with me when it comes to this investigation. I might be sitting on this bed, laying down saying I've retired from journalism. The next moment I'm in that corner of the bed, they're investigating somebody. Now let me say something. Everybody needs to know their constitutional right. The United States Constitution has a clause, or what they call an amendment, which is called the First Amendment. Freedom of speech, freedom of expression, and freedom of the press. Okay, the press can report whatever they want. Every citizen has a freedom of speech. They can say whatever they want, and they also have a freedom of expression. You cannot tell people, okay, to drop or lose their freedoms. A judge telling him to take down the defamatory videos, that's nothing. We're bigger than these judges. This is social media. A lot of people have those videos. Journalists have them. Okay? Lots of people have them. VDM has 398 pages on Facebook alone. Fake pages that he might not even know that, people have built. The videos are all over. So if he takes it off his own page, that doesn't mean it's not going to go viral still. Okay? I can post those videos and leave them on my page forever. There's nothing anybody can do. Then you gag him and say he can't talk about them. Why can't he talk about them? They have a lot of questions to answer. on the Bobrisky case. We're not closing it up. The EFCC is not telling the truth. The EFCC is lying. The EFCC is saying that we dropped charges of money laundering, but no money changed hands. Money changed hands. There was a phone call, and Bobrisky has the phone call. Are you waiting for the part 3 of the phone call? Are you waiting for the part 3 of the phone call? Is that what you're waiting for? And then the whole of Nigeria will collapse? The president is involved here. A presidential pardon was being sought. This should not go ahead. Okay, this should not happen. This should not go ahead. Gagging him. We've not finished. Okay, we have not finished. I might be outside Nigeria, but I will continue speaking for the people. Power to the people. We believe in the people. We own that country, not you. Not the judges, not the people telling you to keep quiet. I need the name of the judge who gave this order. Somebody get that name for me. Post it in the comments, okay? Because I like investigating judges in Nigeria. You see Binta Nyako, the Nnamdi Kanu judge, you see what happened? Kanu did the right thing by firing her and recusing her. This time last year, they told Binta Nyako to take that case of Kanu so Kanu can go home for Christmas. You remember what she said? Oh, I don't have time. I have a lot of Christmas shopping to do and everything. So they left Kanu inside the prison because she has some shopping to do. You know how they do? When it's early December, 3rd of December, they'll be going on their annual leave. And then Christmas, and they won't be back. You won't see them till January. 15th of January. Binta Nyako didn't care. Look at how she recklessly ruined the case of Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi had to disgrace her by recusing her in front of all the media. And at the end of the day, who is she? Binta Nyako is Muritala Nyako's wife. Okay, Muritala Nyako is the former Adamawa state governor who is accused of stealing 29 billion naira with his son. That case has been in the EFCC's hand for close to 10 years, since 2015. Now they've revived the case this July 2024. 29 billion. You see how long it takes the EFCC to prosecute people since 2015? This country is not serious. You guys are not serious. You're not taking them serious. Now you have one young man from Edo State show up from nowhere, takes over the internet and starts advocating for everybody left, right, and center, and even busts into the EFCC. And you think you can run over him? You think you can run over him with judges and all that? Cancel Falz from the music business. Mr. Falan used his children to destroy lives. He used his daughter Falake, and he also used his son Falz. Falari was the one, and Falake, that both went and took down Naira Marley off everywhere. Sound City, Agidigbo FM, Oriyami Amzat Radio, that is. MTV Base, all those people took down Marley and music because of the Mohbad case. Now, where do we have in the Mohbad case? Who's Wumi's godfather? It's Falan. He's the godfather of all of them. Bobrisky, Wumi, all that. Mohbad has not been able to get justice. People close to the Justice to Mohbad movement have reached out to me. There's nothing else they can do. What can we do? I said, I don't know. I've done my investigation. You see what Owonha did, and you see what Wahid Ayilara wrote about me. Ayilara said I'm the best investigative journalist. This woman is excellent. I have the notes, and he died. He died. And now I have reasons to believe that they killed him or they poisoned him. But they said he had prostate cancer and he had surgery and died the same day. At the end of the day, we didn't even hear about his funeral. Everything in Nigeria is shady and messed up. And Mohbad is still in the freezer at the mortuary. Mr. Falana, shame on you. Banke Oniru accused you of shady, fraudulent business from the NSAS. You now call Inibe Effiong to threaten her with 10 or 7 days to retract. Mr. Effiong, if you want to join the Falana bandwagon representing Falana on that side, we'll cancel you too. Because all of you are eating from the same pot. Falana intimidated me during the Romani case. He intimidated me during the Romani case. He had knowledge that Chief Adedoyin, who's on death row, was in a hotel and not CID. Mr. Adedoyin, Chief Adedoyin was coming to court via an SUV. He wasn't in CID. He wasn't in prison. He was in a hotel. A murderer. Can you imagine? Anyway. Mr. Falana, you had information that Bobrisky was in an apartment and not the prison. You should just confess that you're the godfather. You should just do it. Nobody's ready for this stuff anymore. Okay, nobody likes the truth, and I will continue talking about the truth. Do not intimidate VDM. Leave VDM alone. Your court order will not be obeyed. If he obeys it, fine. We will extend it. We will post about you and your son. Okay, and we will spread all the videos. And we will continue to tell the truth. Okay, and we would not be gagged. There's nothing you can do. We're not in your jurisdiction anymore. Thank you.
Quang, 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 quang. So this is the latest news where the son, Falano, has finally gotten a judgment from the court concerning the ragamuffin between Very Dark Man and the said Buhaha tape. Now, the court has actually ordered Very Dark Man and giving him 21 days to pull down all the videos on all his social media platforms, defaming the son. But I am hearing one alleged rumor that they said he should pay 500 million. And I have been reading this certified copy and I did not see anything like 500 million. Please, am I missing out? Because I'm alleging and it is trending that the Falanos asked him to pay 500 million. Me, I have not seen in the certified copy. What they just asked him to do was to take down the post. Am I reading through my notes? So, let's talk about the alleged 500 million. That is if it's true. For him to take down the post, that is very, very okay for defamatory. But if there's an alleged 500 million, I'm going to beg you, Uncle Falano, please, this boy does not have money. Even this small NGO that I said I opened, we all know that is a lie. You know, those fabricated figures. He no get shing by. Number two, he doesn't even have a source. He not get work for us to say, okay, he'll be paying this money in installments. If the alleged, sum is actually true. Except they just want this boy to go back to pornography, selling his, private organs and all this stuff, for money. Not organ harvesting, like being a failed porn star. Except we want him to go back to that because that is what he's known for doing. Selling his... But because we don't want this boy to go back to the streets, right? We are begging, we good Nigerians, please, sir, we are begging you. Just as he said, and it is written on this judgment, he is not an activist. He said he's an online police boy. Online police boy, not an activist. Because he understands what it is to be an activist. Yeah. So, sir, I am begging on his behalf. Because he doesn't have 500 million naira. Even if he should sell his whole family members, they will not be able to raise that money. Please, sir, forgive him. Let him delete the video, do apology. You understand? You can even send him maybe to 3 days in prison or 1 week or even 1 month or even 1 year. Let's just keep him somewhere, but he doesn't have 500 million naira, sir. So that this boy will not go and put his hand into something that, the society is very, very hard these days. And the boy cannot stand pressure. Just small Nigeria that just shook him. He don't rush. He don't say bula. He don't say... So let's quickly rewind back. For those of you that want to run your mouth and say, oh, yeah, shut up. Let me tutor you. Now remember, back to the beginning. Very Dark Man's mission was to collect money and alleged debt that Bobrisky was owing someone who reached out to him. And the person who gave Very Dark Man that tape did not give Very Dark Man to go about defaming people. He gave it to Very Dark Man to use it against Bobrisky to collect his money. Guess what? When the tape was released, Bobrisky paid the alleged debt. Right? You were supposed to rest. You refused to rest. You saw it like a clout. You started defaming people. It was your debt. It was the debt you were after, which you had collected. You forgot rest. If you were a smart person, you would have just allowed Nigerians to be trending with that video. You will not even talk. Yes, you are the one that released it, but allow people to also commit themselves because trust me, Very Dark Man, if you didn't talk, other people would have spoken. Maybe not then, therefore, but no, because of your urge to shalaye, you will always want to shalaye, and you said things that have actually indicted you into this case. And some people are like, oh, what is his business? Person leak tape. They never hold person. No, you guys are getting it all wrong. You're getting it all wrong. In as much as you love people, doesn't mean that you cannot tell them the truth. It is love that should make you to be honest with people. And if you're actually a Very Dark Man's fan, you should be honest with him by telling him, guy, this one, you messed up. And I don't see any big deal in saying sorry. Your favorite artist, which is VDM, is a fan of the favorite artist, right? Held me for defamation of character. Do you know why I apologized to the favorite artist? It was because the artist said I hurt him by those words. When people come out, sometimes when we talk about things on the media, they are mostly things that we are not necessarily sure about.
We don't even know how the person is going to feel. So defamation of character is a way of the person expressing themselves and saying, this thing you said did not go well with me. It has tarnished my image in one way or the other. Once somebody has come out to say you defamed me, the best you can do is just to say sorry. Yes. It's just to say sorry. If you have any other evidence, even the court will first of all ask you to apologize. Even police will first of all ask you to apologize. That is what you do when you wrong people. Especially when it comes to cases like defamatory. It's except if it's a criminal matter where it is beyond, personal reconciliation, whereby you want the government to take its court. But anything like defamation, it's except you have strong head. That's when people are going to drag the case, or except if those people are just being unnecessarily troublesome. I apologize to this favorite artist. Why? Let me quickly give you the basis of the question that the police asked me. The first question is, Blessing CEO, are you a debt collector? No. What is your job? I'm a certified relationship therapist. Blessing CEO, were you there when they said alleged debt or the payment? No. Really? Yeah. Good. So when they said that, I realized that debt collection is not my job. Because remember, when you are collecting debt, you're talking from one side. You don't know what it's going to do to the next person. And don't forget that this person is not owing you directly. You are trying to help somebody collect this debt. So you do not even know the full story. So it is not your job. Now, people need to understand whether you are a fan or you're not a fan. Most of us already have experience. See, there are some certain things that is defamatory. It is not your work. That is what some things that we are doing online is not our work. When people say mind your business, you will not understand until you get into trouble and go against the law. I apologize to you, people's favorite artist. And I moved on just because this person said, I hurt him. When people come out to say you hurt them, trust me. Now, a lot of you are now saying, oh, the son is doing this. Son gave him an opportunity to apologize. His son gave him an opportunity to apologize. That was the least that they could do. And this person said, I don't want to apologize. I stand on my right. It simply means that thing that I am saying is actually true. Let's call a spade now and stop beating around the bush. If VDM was a smart person, he would have actually played that audio, got the money for the person, get all his clout and move on. But he enjoys all this drama. That's what he strives on. He decided to come and start analyzing the video that nobody asked him. Even the person who got the VN directly did not analyze video. Organ analyzer, you got VN. Instead of you to just play VN directly, you started analyzing as an analyzer because you were there. That is your crime. And your fans are pretending as they don't know. Your crime is that you analyzed. And there's something I need to make you understand. The biggest problem VDM has is that he doesn't do research. I said it. The boy, they lie, they cap. And that is what happens when you start getting excited over fame and they are clapping for you. Do your research. Bobrisky went to prison. Bobrisky went to prison. Anywhere Bobrisky was in the prison, whether he was up, whether he was down, whether he was in media or in the water. And let me also tell you something. Very dark man, when you went to prison for 2-3 days during the case, where did you stay? You used your mouth to come and tell us that they kept you with the capone. Once you're a public figure, it is the duty of those in the prison to protect you, because if anything happens to you, the public will still hold those in power responsible. So yes, when you're a personality, they will protect you in prison because you are open to harm. Anybody can want to kill you in prison. Anybody can want to poison you in prison. And if anything happens to you in prison, they're going to hold them responsible. When you went to prison, where did they keep you? Did they keep you in general cell? You told us that they kept you with the Capone. That's what you told us. They did that. Capone is like the highest person, I'll be the number one. Those are the people that are old in prison. They kept you there so that they can at least protect you. Yes, you were also given that preferential treatment when you went to prison. That was the reason why you said in your video, and I quote, make una no carry me go cell again, no, make una carry me go prison. Is that not the reason why you've been shouting prison, prison, prison? That's because of the privilege that they also gave to you. Were you expecting them to go and keep Bobrisky in the midst of general cell? Is that what you're expecting? No, there are still spaces. Even Didi, that is going through a case right now, he has a place that they kept him in prison. He's in prison. But because they know that, if they keep him in the midst of these people, they can harm him. Because he also has enemies in prison. So, VDN, you've lost this case. Just rest. Stop allowing this, your fans, trigger you to do. Say sorry when it is needed. Me, I have said sorry to people who said I offended them 1,000,001 times. Yes, because to me, I do not intend to hurt people when I talk. Yes, because sometimes this defamation might be if you just talk something, messian. It's normal to messian.
Even in relationship, marriage, in a basic life, you can even be talking to your spouses and you say something. Sorry, baby, I didn't mean it that way. It doesn't cost you anything for you to just move on with your life. And I'm going to give you a very good advice, very dark man. Nobody gets to the top with all this case. Nah. Stop putting yourself in a position to get yourself killed. Creating unnecessary sorry. Just say sorry. Let all these things go away. You cannot pursue that your quack NGO where you raise money for. Bye.